baddies, so it's your girl Bevy, and I am super duper excited today because today I am going to give you my growth regimen or my plan for getting those edges back, okay? This is not your mama's video about your edges, aka traction alopecia. This is not gonna be the usual, so please, I need y'all to pull up a chair. If you in the car, don't take notes. But everywhere else, if you chilling or whatever, get your little notepad or go on your notes in your Apple phone and, Android, whatever your notes is called. No shade. Shade, no shade. But you gotta take notes because I'm dropping a lot of tea here and you're not gonna find this info anywhere else, girl, okay? Really quickly, I am working on some things behind the scenes. I'm super excited that I would love to share with you guys. So I'm gonna share with you soon, but your girl is working, okay, feverishly on making sure she get, credentialed up, okay, suited and booted, so y'all can stop calling me the little girl on, YouTube that's sitting here acting like she knows stuff when she knows stuff, okay? But anyway, we're gonna jump right into the video because I said I'm not gonna talk too much in 2024, so let's just get right to it. So we already know what it means when I say your edges, okay? We all know, okay? We talking about right here, aka traction alopecia. When your edges are gone, they're missing, they're falling out, they're thinning. I mean, they running away from your face. Whatever we call it these days, I don't know what the youngins are calling it now, but ciao, okay? When your edges is not, no, edges is snatched is supposed to be good. So I don't really know what they're saying. But the bottom line is, I don't need to talk about that in detail. I don't even need to go into like the science behind traction alopecia because at the end of the day, we all know what it is and what it looks like. But just to help you out, it has a lot to do with our over manipulation of our hair, the extra tugging and pulling of the hair follicle. Over time, you're causing scarring to those follicles. And so your hair falls out, it comes back, it falls out, comes back till it falls out and won't come back no more. Or if it keeps coming back, it comes back thinner and thinner and thinner till it's gone because you done caused fibrosis to your follicles. So I am here to tell you, stop it, okay? Stop what you're doing. Before I even go into this treatment regimen that y'all about to take these notes on, please, give your scalp a break, honey. Like, I know, look, don't nobody know what wanting to look cute look like, okay? That's why I'm over here nursing my hair, back to health because I was looking cute all summer long. I was looking cute all summer, winter, just 2023 was my year for just trying to be that chick. And, my hair took a beating. So, I did a thing. So now I gotta fix that. But sometimes we have to give our hair a break, okay? You have to give your hair a break, put it under a wig or something, just relax, stop with the tight braids, stop with whatever is pulling and tugging at your scalp, especially, giving you traction alopecia, and just chill and calm down when it comes to like, pulling the ponytail, like the facelifts, all right? So give your scalp a break, okay? So you have to stop doing that. Otherwise, everything else I'm gonna tell you don't mean nothing. Okay, so this is a unique treatment regimen for traction alopecia / your edges falling out if you want to grow them back. Oh, also this is for you if you just gave birth and the baby snatched your edges, okay? So you ain't had nothing to do with it. You did all the right things and your baby just decided that they was just gonna rip the edges out when they was coming out the birth canal because they needed something to hold on to. So traction alopecia, that you obviously haven't heard anywhere else. So if I was losing my edges today, which I have lost my edges, this is what I'll do, okay? First, you want to exfoliate your scalp. So obviously you want to exfoliate your scalp. Let me talk to you really quickly about the benefits. Obviously, it's going to improve your scalp circulation, is going to reduce scalp irritation, and is going to clear your pores. It's very simple. You want to exfoliate because you want to unclog the pores, unclog the follicles to increase absorption opportunity for what you're about to do, okay? Hey baddies, it's your girl Bevy, and I'm interrupting you really quickly because I have to ask this very important question. Why am I not at 100K subscribers yet? Let's keep it a buck. I'm giving you real content. I'm dropping game for free, and I have loads of comments, okay? Loads of comments from my baddies saying that my content has helped them on their path to hair regrowth, okay? Effective hair regrowth. So please, okay, help a sister out. Start liking, okay? Liking these videos to help me in the algorithm. Subscribe to this channel. Share this content with your friends that may or may not be honest about whether or not they need my help, okay? And most importantly, I'm dropping a hair growth serum very, very soon. Please click the link down in the description box, okay? And leave your information so that you can be the first to know. I'm about to turn the hair loss treatment, okay, space upside down on its head because the gatekeepers don't look like me. And I'm about to fix that, okay? I'm looking out for your interests. I'm really helping you because I really care. This is my mission and I need your support. So that's all I had to say. Okay, continue on. Okay? Now, when I say exfoliate, please, I'm not talking about no salt scrubs. I ain't talking about no sugar scrubs. I ain't talking about no scrubs at all. Anything that start with the word scrub, I'm not doing it. No physical exfoliators, okay? I'm talking all chemical exfoliators. Chemical exfoliators like glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid. These are the types, okay? You know, I can go into further detail, but I'm gonna try to time myself with the video into the different types. And I think that's another video for another day where I go into which chemical exfoliants you wanna choose for your scalp. But for the sake of point, and this is just kind of giving you the overarching treatment regimen, it came to my mind. Did I say make sure you see a doctor and you do those things, right? See a dermatologist that specializes in skin and hair of color. You wanna do that, okay? Anyway, but for a second point, I'm gonna give you some products that you can buy over the counter that will exfoliate your scalp. So there's The Ordinary. They have their AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. You can get that. Let's see, you can get the, and I hate to say this word, is it Briogeo or Briogeo? Whichever one, Scalp Revival Charcoal plus Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Scalp Scrub. I might try to put everything here, or you can get the Philip Kingsley Flaky Anti-Dandruff Mask, okay? So these are 3 different chemical exfoliators. Some of them have a mixture of both salicylic and glycolic acid. Some just have like charcoal. Some of them have like, you know, peppermint oils or whatever. You go look at the ingredients, pick the one that you like, but I'm just giving you some examples. And this is just a few. There are so many chemical scalp exfoliators on the market. Do your research, okay? So anyway, how to use them is read the manufacturer label, right? Some of them are masks, some of them are leave-in, some of them are different. They're all different. So the goal is read the manufacturer instructions, find out what they're telling you to do and how to do it, and do it. Now, next, I'll explain the order in a minute, but next, of course, you want a shampoo, either with a clarifying shampoo, because again, we're talking about exfoliation. We're talking about clearing the scalp of sebum buildup, of, you know, product buildup, of all the buildup that's going to form a film on the scalp and not create an environment for absorption. We want to increase the opportunity for whatever we're going to do, whatever treatments or treatment modalities we're going to use for it to actually penetrate the epidermis of the scalp. So you want to make sure that you are clarifying, right? So again, you can, you know, one of my favorite shampoos, and I think I talk about it as far as for clarification, for clarifying my scalp, I use the Neutrogena. But also, if you're going to use a shampoo and we're talking about getting your edges to grow back thicker, fuller, denser, and faster, that is the goal. And I should have started that off, right? Started the video off with that. The goal is to grow thicker, fuller, denser, grow your edges back faster, right? Anyway, you can also use Nizoral, because Nizoral has ketoconazole in it. It's an antifungal, so it's going to take care of any possible fungus or fungus overgrowth that could be on the scalp that's wreaking havoc on your edges as well, okay? That may or may not also be, you know, contributing to that traction alopecia. So if you're me, I love Nizoral. I use it. I let it sit on the scalp for anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes. You don't have to OD. And then just wash it out. Like, just let it do what it do. Wash it out. Next, you want to use an anti-inflammatory on your scalp. So why do you want to do this? Well, the benefits of using an anti-inflammatory on your scalp is obviously it's reducing inflammation on the scalp and it's stimulating your hair follicles, right? So studies suggest that certain anti-inflammatories might directly stimulate hair follicles in some individuals, leading to increased hair growth, okay? So that's what you want to do. And this is a little hack that I would recommend for using an anti-inflammatory. You can use hydrocortisone over the counter. And I think they come in 1% and 2% form. 1% is just fine. Yes, it is a steroid cream and it's an anti-inflammatory and it's going to reduce that scalp inflammation and it is going to stimulate your hair follicles, but it is creating an environment that is conducive for treatment, that is conducive for growth, for absorption, and just to start improving the health of those follicles, okay? So you can use, again, you can use hydrocortisone. Next, you want to use, ready? A retinol, okay? So why you want to use a retinol? Well, let's talk about the benefits of using a retinol on your scalp. Again, it exfoliates and it clears your follicles, right? Like I said, retinols act as chemical exfoliants. They remove dead skin cells and debris that can clog your hair follicles and hinder hair growth. So this clearing promotes healthy scalp environment and allows for better penetration of hair growth products, okay? So increase scalp circulation. It stimulates blood flow to the scalp, enhance cell turnover. What does that mean? It encourages skin cell renewal, which can benefit the scalp by promoting the growth of healthier follicles and potentially stimulating dormant follicles to produce new hair. There's a lot of dormant follicles, by the way, sitting on the scalp that have not produced hairs in over 5-10 years. And anywhere between 5 and 10 years of growth, you can get back if you do the right things, okay? But also, it also has anti-inflammatory properties and improved absorption. Now, before I continue, let me say this, because I can hear someone saying, oh my gosh, that's a lot. May that cause irritation? The answer is yes and no. Everybody is different. When using skincare products, when layering products, skincare products, and now in this case, skincare that we're using for scalp health, you always have to patch test. You always have to see what you can get away with. You got to see if you can layer. You got to see if you can't layer. You got to try one by one and see if it works for you. And if it's starting to irritate, then just remove, right? Seems like a retinol does a lot, right? It kind of hits a lot of different points, or it has different functions or multiple functions all in one. So if you find that using a chemical exfoliator and a retinol is too much, you can just use the retinol, or you can just stick with the chemical exfoliator, whichever one. And if you just strong and you want to just go for the kill because you want them edges back and you want them back fast and you want them back full and thick, then layer, okay? So that's with anything. So I had to say that. Of course, I wouldn't be me if I don't give you any products, over-the-counter products that you can run and grab that has some of these things in it. So there's the Ordinary Grand Active Retinoid 2% Emulsion. There's Paula's Choice 1% Retinol Booster, and there's the Inky List Retinol Serum. Now with anything, check what the manufacturer says, patch test, and make sure you don't OD. See if it works for you. You know, you want to, with retinols, it's not something you want to do every single day, right? You can do it once a week. You know, you can do it once a week and you're good. So next, what you need is a vasodilator to increase blood flow and oxygen to the hair follicle. So what's the benefit of a vasodilator or vasodilation? Well, vasodilation, just in case for those of you who don't know, is when you basically widen your blood vessels, right? Because the wider the blood vessels, the more blood rushes, right? So think of all the benefits of blood rushing to anything. So in this case, why do we want the blood rushing to the follicle? We want it to rush to the follicle for nutrient delivery. We want to remove waste from the follicle. We want to supply oxygen to the follicle. Why is supplying oxygen to the follicle important? Where hair follicles require oxygen for their metabolic processes, which includes protein synthesis for hair growth, and proper blood flow ensures adequate oxygen delivery for optimal function. And of course, overall, you just want to increase blood flow and oxygen to the hair follicle for optimal scalp health, right? So that you can create a nourishing environment for hair growth. Overall, so you know in plain English what vasodilation and increased blood flow and oxygenation does to your follicle and your scalp. What it's going to do is create thicker, stronger hair, faster hair growth, reduced hair loss, and a healthier scalp. That's why you want that. And so obviously some good vasodilators over the counter. You can grab Nioxin. Of course, there's probably none better than rosemary essential oil with a carrier oil. Of course, you don't want to just put rosemary essential oil directly on the scalp. It can be extremely irritating. In fact, it could burn. So you want to use a nice carrier oil like jojoba oil. Another good one is pumpkin seed oil. Another good one is argan oil. Okay. Yeah. So rosemary oil can do this as well. Vasodilate. Now, what I would do, right, to utilize all these products, depending again on the manufacturer's instructions, when I want to apply these products, more than likely these are all topical products, you want to microneedle the scalp to awaken the stem cells and those dormant, follicles that have not grown hair in years, but now you can revitalize them and you can wake them up from the dead. And well, they're not dead. They've just been dormant for years and you can get hair to grow back out of those. And so what's the benefit of microneedling on your scalp? Well, the tiny needles create these micro injuries on the scalp that triggers the body's natural healing response, which is going to increase blood flow to the area, delivering the essential nutrients again and oxygen to the hair follicles. And this improved supply can stimulate dormant follicles and encourage new hair growth, like I just said. And microneedling also activates stem cells residing in the scalp, which potentially play a role in hair follicle regeneration for hair growth, like I just said. Okay, so it also enhances treatment absorption. Very clearly, it's just going to create tiny channels in the scalp that's going to allow for better penetration of the products that you're going to use. And as far as the microneedling microneedle, you know, I did several videos. I did like 2 videos on these. I think back in that day, I only knew about the roller, but there's so many new things. There's like the pen, there's the stamp, which is way better for your hair because you're not pulling your actual hair out instead of the roller. So you can just use the stamp. I'll try to insert pictures or videos, but you can get it off of Amazon. My recommendation is anywhere from a 0.25 millimeter needle to a 1.0 millimeter needle. There's way bigger, but for the scalp, we're just gonna keep it between 0.25 and 1 millimeter. Which one should I get, Bevy? Should I get the 0.25 or anything in between, or the 1? Again, it depends on you, right? If you can't tolerate the needle and you get a 1 millimeter and now you're like, oh my gosh, it hurts, I would recommend that everyone start small and work your way up. Build your tolerance level and work your way up. If you are a needle savant like I am, but I've been in the game at this point for a very, very long time, I can go straight for the 1. Heck, I can go higher on my scalp, but there's no need, right? You're not gonna get way better benefits. Like 1 is optimal, right? And then anything bigger is for bigger surfaces of the skin and other parts of the body. Is better for other things like stretch marks, etc. So don't go, you know, stabbing yourself in the scalp for better results. The 0.25 is just perfect. Anything in between up into 1 millimeter is just fine. Anyway, that's that. So I don't have any particular brand or anything. Just go on Amazon and get one. So quick recap. Okay, we're gonna put all these little pieces together. Quick recap. What are you gonna do? Your edges fell out, the baby snatcher edges. You just went through a stressful, God forbid, divorce, breakup, you know, COVID, something, and your edges fell out and you want to grow thicker, fuller, denser edges back, but faster is the key word. You're going to exfoliate your scalp. You're going to clarify your scalp to improve absorption. Now, again, the exfoliation and the clarifying can be 1 step or 2 steps depending on the products that you use. There's some shampoos that functions as both, etc., whatever, right? But the bottom line is a chemical exfoliator and a clarifying shampoo. You're going to use an antifungal and you're going to use an anti-inflammatory. And basically, you're going to microneedle, right? You're going to microneedle on a clean scalp, on a clean surface. I've learned a lot more over time, but you're going to microneedle on a clean surface and then you're going to apply the topicals that, you know, all the different topical modalities that we mentioned. Of course, I wouldn't be me if I don't say this. Now, you can go run out and buy 1 of each. You can buy multiple different things and then just kind of try to apply all these different things to the scalp. You may or may not experience irritation, or you can just purchase the Herscripts medicated serum, y'all, that does every single thing that I mentioned here today. So you're gonna get all the benefits that you need and you don't have to buy 99 different products, right? You don't have to Frankenstein all these different products together. The only thing you would have to get in this case, if you go the Herscripts medicated serum route, is a chemical exfoliator / clarifying shampoo. And clarifying shampoo, again, like I mentioned, is either 1 or 2 steps depending on the product. And then once you clean that scalp, you have a clean, fresh scalp ready to go. You're gonna microneedle and you're going to apply the Herscripts hair growth medicated serum. I don't know if I said that correctly. The serum, y'all. The Herscripts serum, y'all. You're gonna apply it. Now, the microneedling can be done once a week. That's not something you gotta do all the time. You don't gotta do that every day. That could be done once a week or once every other week, depending on how sensitive and how whatever you are, right? Again, patch test, check your level of irritation, your level of whatever. But I'm telling you right now, baby, you're going to get the results you're looking for. And with any treatment modality and with any treatment for hair loss, it's always going to take somewhere between 2 to 4 months to start seeing some type of results. And results vary for different people. Some results may be a decrease in shedding and a decrease in hair loss first, then growth. And some people will just go straight to growth, right? You'll start seeing little bulbs and vellus hairs developing on your scalp. Vellus hairs, aka peach fuzz. Honorary mentions, because you want optimal results, right? You want to boost and enhance these results. You want these results to work really great. Like all this blood circulation and nutrient delivery, but if you depleted of all your nutrients, if you ain't got no nutrients, then ain't nothing to deliver, right? But crap. So you want to make sure that you're taking your prenatals for nutrients. You want to make sure you're taking your hair growth supplements. I always recommend Nutrafol or Vivisecal to both activate and elongate the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle. And that is, there's 3 parts, a little bit more, but the more basic fundamental parts of the hair growth cycle is the anagen, catagen, telogen. Anagen is the growth phase of the cycle, and that is the part of the cycle that we want. That's one of the keys to hair growth, amongst other things, is you want to activate that and keep yourself that follicle in anagen for as long as possible to get that long hair growth, to get that quicker, fuller hair growth. So that's why I always recommend Vivisecal or Nutrafol, because they are both clinically studied and have great results, great data, statistical data as far as their hair growth. But there's other products in the market, whatever. Insert your favorite hair growth supplement and use that. You also, you know, want to make sure that you're taking in a ton of protein, right? Because you want to uptake your protein. Why? Because protein is the building blocks of keratin. The hair is protein made up of keratin, so you want to fortify your keratin with more keratin. You want to strengthen your hair for that hair retention, so as you're growing everything, it's full, it's thick, and it's not fragile. And protein is also good for follicle repair and growth, enzyme production, and basically these enzymes are the ones that are definitely responsible for protein synthesis. Look, you just want to have all the nutrients. That way you want to take in the nutrients by food, by diet and lifestyle, and then you want to supplement and add more to that. So when you do increase blood flow, when you do start to just vasodilate like crazy and get blood flowing to the scalp, that there's enough nutrients to be delivered to the scalp, right? Because the nutrients are always going to be absorbed by the main organs and the main functions of the body first, and whatever is left is going to go to the scalp and the extremities. So you want to make sure you have enough so that when it does get allocated to the most important vital organs first, that there's some left to get to your hair follicle. So hope you guys made it to the end. Yeah, this was definitely a fun video for me because this is my treatment regimen, treatment plan for getting your edges to thrive. And baby, okay, Ashanti, okay, she ain't got nothing on me. Well, maybe she does, but anyway, y'all, baddies, y'all know what to do. Subscribe and all that other stuff, okay? Bye.